Hi, I'm Tom Redington, and I want to spend a few minutes with you today talking about the new Dobyns series of rods now available at Lake Fork Tackle. They have a full line of Lake Fork Tackle, so stop by the store and you can check them out, feel them yourself, or you can also check them out on their website, lftlures.com. But Gary Dobyns has totally redesigned his line, and this happens to be the Champion line. He also has a Champion Extreme. And both the lines, what Gary really went for is a well-balanced rod. He didn't necessarily go for the lightest rod he could make. He tried to put the highest quality components in it and make one that's balanced. And what that simply means is when you hold it in your hand that the tip is not going to feel heavy. It's not going to be trying to tilt forward and put pressure on your back or your shoulder. So rods that are more balanced are going to feel lighter in your hand even if they are heavier. And Gary went with premium grade cork. He has Keegan guides, all the best up and down these rods, but because they are so balanced, they're very sensitive, very lightweight feeling, and I really enjoy them. And a few of the rods that I'm using right now, let me run you through the line here. This happens to be a 736. In all of his models, the first two numbers, the 73 means 7 feet 3 inches, and then the 6 is just going to be the power. So the higher the number, the more powerful. So a 6 would be a very powerful rod, whereas a 1 would be a very whippy, very lightweight rod. The 736, far and away my favorite pitching and flipping rod. Very lightweight in your hand, it's very balanced, easy to pitch jigs and flippers, what have you, up in the shallows. Now the 735 is just 1 power lighter, an extra fast tip. This is very good for Carolina rigs, for casting jigs, great all-around casting worm jig and Carolina rod, very lightweight as well. And then a couple of my favorite all-around ones are the 733 and 734. The 733 is more of a medium, great for, like you see we have a wacky zigzag on here, all the soft plastic jerk baits, smaller spinner baits, crank baits, jerk baits. The 734 is a little heavier, so a 1/2 ounce spinner bait, maybe a paddle tail swim bait, stuff like that. The 734 is going to do a little better, even lighter Carolina rigs. So very versatile rods. If you have a couple of these, you can throw just about anything in your tackle box on them. And then if you get more into the treble hook lures, Gary also makes a crankbait line, and he has the glass rod, and my probably overall favorite in the line is something that Gary just revolutionized. He took a crankbait rod, which is normally a graphite one, is going to be very heavy in the hand, very large diameter, and he used a graphite base section, but the whole tip is solid fiberglass. I promise you, if you pick one up, it's going to be the lightest fiberglass rod you've ever picked up, and you get that great parabolic bend of a fiberglass rod. It's my absolute favorite cranking rod. This thing, you get the fish just to take it so much better, you fight them so well. This happens to be a 705 CB glass. Check that one out, I think you're really going to like it. And then he has graphite crankbait sticks as well. This happens to be a 685 CB, which for top waters, you see you have a spook on here now, and jerk baits, if you cast them around, it's going to have a mod fast action, so the thing is going to allow the fish to take it a little bit deeper. And then for your deep cranking guys, it's getting into the summertime here, and this one is probably in the line. It's one of the most talked about. It's the Randy McCabe 8-foot cranking stick. This one you can absolutely bomb in a mile. You can throw it out there so far. It's a fairly stiff rod, and once you use it, it really allows you to get control of the fish. Even on a 30, 40, 50 yard cast, you can really get a hold of them. But it still has enough tip action that you can zip it out there. And that 8-footer, it's going to allow you to throw a deep diving crankbait so much farther. You get it so much deeper. So check out the Dobyns line at Lake Fork Tackle. I think you're really going to like them.